Welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be reviewing Drifting the Plains 1 and 2 from the 2023 drift season and kind of roasting my driving. So we'll get right into it. Starting off with Drifting the Plains 1. Drifting the Plains 1 was actually supposed to be the second event of the season, the first one being Spring Matsuri, but that had been postponed. So Drifting the Plains 1, we're just trying to kind of shake off some of the rust from the off season. In Minnesota we got like 6 to 8 months of snow. So there's not really much you can do for drifting unless you're doing some snow drifting. I did not do any of that. I also do not have a sim rig to continue to drift in the winter. So we're gonna get right into Drifting the Plains 1 here. Drifting the Plains 1 was a sloppy, wet, muddy mess. So you could probably understand the runs weren't ideal. So starting off here on top 32 chase, chasing a 2JZ 350Z. Initiation was okay. I was off the inner clip by quite a bit. I was a little bit wide off of the inner clip in this main sweeper as well. Didn't really have anywhere to go there, kind of had to go off track, straighten. Then I lost a ton of proximity. I was able to catch it up a little bit, but I sacrificed quite a bit on that zone right there. And then also that inner clip, drove straight through it. Didn't have anywhere to go. Coming into the keyhole, it's supposed to be an outer zone there. Was not outer zone at all, way on the inside. He spun, I just drove straight around him and continued on. Coming into this next zone, it's an outer zone. Completely missed that outer zone, was way on the inside. Kind of understandable, it's wet, tricky to get back into drift when you're in a rainy, sloppy mess, but still, not an ideal chase. Was way offline, basically the whole run. Getting into top 32 lead run. The initiation, not too bad, was a little bit inside off of that clip. Coming around that first inner clip here in the sweeper, was quite a bit wide, should have that front bumper right on that clip, and I wasn't even anywhere close to that. Coming through here, there's a rear clip here, I was way off of that as well. Coming into this outer zone by the drag strip wall, way offline. Way off of the inner clip, also coming into the keyhole, and again, outer zone in the keyhole, completely missed that. I was like a midline. Coming back through, barely touch into that outer zone, but did not fill it, and I was able to finish out on that rear clip. Pretty decent, but still, again, not a very good run. It's like rookie mistakes there. Really, what do you do? Coming into top 16, chase run. I believe I was up against a Corvette, so kind of have to try and push it a little bit. Track is starting to get a little bit patchy, a little bit of dry spots, a little bit of wet. Come into initiation here. I was fairly close to him, but could have been a lot closer. I need to be a lot more aggressive going up against a Corvette. Came back up to him. He ended up actually touching the inner clip there. I ran over the inner clip, so I was way too far on the inside. I'm basically bouncing off limiter here. I cut it way inside, way away from that rear clip. Was way offline just to keep proximity, and I was way wide on that inner clip. He hit the outer zone, and I was like way offline. That was a crappy line by me, way on the inside, straightened. It cost me basically that run. Could have had a chance, but then I was way on the inside on that next outer zone. Didn't hit the finish line, rear clip. That was all me. If I win that or lose that, that's my fault. That was not a very good chase run at all. Coming into initiation on that top 16 lead. Pretty decent initiation. Coming through here around that inner clip rather. Kind of bobbled a little bit, wasn't ideal. Wasn't able to maintain a lot of speed to hit that rear clip coming through after that main sweeper corner. Kind of out to that outer zone, really far on the inside there. He actually bounced and dropped tire pretty hard, but then I, again, did not hit that outer zone in that keyhole. That was a rookie mistake, way offline. And then missed that outer zone on the drag strip wall coming back again, but I was able to make it to that rear clip, but still, really sloppy lead run. For lead runs, you want to be a 100-point run, and I was nowhere close to that. Coming into Drifting the Plains 2, it was a lot better layout. It was the first time they ran this layout. At first I disliked the layout, but I started to get the hang of it. and was a lot better. So top 32 chase here against an LS RX-7. Pretty decent, was really close to his bumper there. I believe he missed a gear, so I kind of got lucky, but I choked myself out. Should have probably clutch kicked and left foot brake there to maintain drift. Midline, missed the rear clip, straightened out, missed that rear zone as well. Was way off of that rear clip there. Coming into the outer zone, I had to cut a bunch of line to kind of catch back up to him and missed the outer zone at the end. Not a very good chase run. Yes, he made some mistakes, but I made just as many mistakes and should have been a lot better proximity and filling the zones way more. Coming into the lead run. Lead run initiation, not too terrible here. Was nice and deep into that initiation zone. Was a little bit on the inside, scooped a tire into the dirt. That should be an outer zone, and I cut it way inside. Inner clip, pretty decent. Transitioned there into the next zone. Kind of a midline, filled that. Went way wide, kind of just barely dropped a tire into that rear clip. Missed the outer zone coming into the sweeper, missed the rear clip completely, and then coming into the outer zone was decent, but not as deep as I should have been. An okay lead run, not my best. A lot of room for improvement there. I was lucky enough to advance to top 16 due to his gear miss and a couple of straightens and bobbles, but if he wouldn't have straightened or bobbled at all, I would have been knocked out. Coming into top 16 here. Chase run, initiation was okay, probably could have been a lot closer to his car. Again, I was way on the inside to maintain proximity. Coming through the inner clip here, got a little greedy on it, but it wasn't too bad. It was actually one of my better transitions on that inner clip of the weekend. But way wide here, dropped the tire really hard, sent me offline, smoked the cones in that outer zone, so I was way on the outside. Missed the rear clip to try and cut proximity, completely missed that outer zone to try and catch back up to him. In a judge standpoint, I probably would lose that pretty bad. I was probably zeroed out by the end of that run. Now switching over, they had to wait for the guys to run out and switch and fix the cones because I smoked the cones in that outer zone. Way too deep there. Coming into the lead run of top 16. Initiation was pretty decent, kind of just a handbrake initiation. Could have been more aggressive on that. Went all the way out to the outer zone. That's the first time I actually hit that zone there instead of running the inside and dropping tire. Inner clip was pretty decent. Midline was good. Went nice and wide and filled that rear clip pretty decent. But I was offline on that outer zone quite a bit. Coming through the rear clip there, I was off by quite a bit there as well. Could have went way deeper. Outer zone, not too bad, but I kind of came off of it at the end there. I was able to advance to top 8 there. I believe it was due to his straighten in the inner clip over by the drag strip wall. So in my opinion, I got lucky there. If he wouldn't have straightened there, I would have been out. Coming into a top 8 battle against another Corvette here. Starting out in the chase position. Now, my leads and my chases still are not 100%. I'm still pretty new to this. I've been in drifting about 2.5 years now, 2 full actual competition seasons, and there's a lot to learn and a lot more to apply. I believe I'm not even using left foot brake at all at this event yet for Drifting the Plains 2. I kind of haven't really figured that out. So coming into initiation, I was nice and close to him. I ended up touching his door a little bit, but backed out and kind of got a little timid after that. Was really lazy on that transition. I cut way inside to try and maintain proximity, basically floored on limiter there through that, missed that zone way on the inside from that rear clip, and I cut it way on the inside, missed the zone, but I was able to maintain proximity. Not an ideal chase, did the best I could to try and keep proximity to a Corvette. Just taking a look at outside perspective here, you can see it a little bit better. Dove in really hard, but was a little greedy on that. Should have backed out, left foot brake. Again, I wasn't left foot braking at all at this event, and it kind of bit me on that inside clip there again. I ended up falling back quite a bit. Was able to kind of catch up just a smidge, but I had to cut quite a bit of line just to get some proximity back there. Missed the rear clip again, and again, way off the outer zone just to maintain proximity. Could have done a lot better than I did. Now hopping into the lead run here. Trying to get a nice aggressive initiation. Drove real deep into that so I could hit that rear zone. A little bit on the inside there, but I did get to the zone. Inside clip was pretty good, but also cut that inside clip really short, midline there, way to the outer zone, almost dropped a tire, missed that rear zone just a smidge, and I believe I still, even though he spun, I still did not complete the run to my fullest ability. I didn't see that he spun until after that second outer zone there. So there's the outside perspective again. Not sure why he spun, might have been something I did, not sure. Going through that inner clip, got a little bit sloppy with it. Pretty decent on that rear clip, but not all the way to that zone there. At that point, I kind of backed off a little bit just to make a clean run, assuming that I got the win. And then finished out there a little bit off the wall. So overall, Drifting the Plains 1 and Drifting the Plains 2, not terrible runs, but there's a lot of improvement there. Kind of was really sloppy the first couple events, with transitions being really slow, getting not all the way out to the zone, especially Drifting the Plains 1 was way offline, basically all the runs, even through practice, just trying to get used to the car again, totally different turbo setup, no excuses though, should have been filling the zones better, hitting the clips a lot closer, and I just wasn't doing that. So next year, got to really focus on hitting them zones, being more aggressive in the chase, because I get really sloppy in the chase, transitions are slow, or I get too greedy with it and hold on to the transition too long, and I transition on the outside, I'm in the wrong spot. Need to do better with that. Hopefully next year I can kind of correct that. A lot to learn. Still very new, very green in drifting here. Not my best work. A lot of improvement that's needed. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.